With Red Dead Redemption 2, one of the key main challenging aspects that Rockstar Games will face with creating such a masterpiece of a game is creating an authentic and original soundtrack that keeps to the tradition of captivating and reimagining the old American West. Red Dead Redemption 2 soundtrack will have to be a perfect, dynamic, original score that immerses the players greatly into the new world of the West that we'll be exploring in. I'm Bailey, and in today's video I wanted to talk about how Rockstar Games will be delivering a classic work of art through the soundtrack that they will be creating for Red Dead Redemption 2. Before I begin, guys, I know I consistently say this in the majority of my videos, but if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button because it helps out so much, since I am your best source for Red Dead Redemption 2 and everything Rockstar Games related. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Red Dead Redemption 2 will be set between the time period of the 1890s to the 1900s, which means that Rockstar Games are going to have to create a traditional, authentic soundtrack that fits to the old American West, but also reimagined for the 21st century. The score will have to be unique, which complements the game's incredible vast world, and also a memorable soundtrack that also delivers emotions to the players, which they successfully did with the announcement trailer that gave many fans and myself goosebumps and overall excitement. The theme for the trailer was made up from such classical instruments such as a piano and an acoustic guitar that when combined together formed a gripping and flourishing theme. The theme wasn't created solely on the basis of an idea, but actually a remake of Gustavo Santaolalla Aperture song, which was released in 2010. I'll play Gustavo's song and the Red Dead Redemption 2 theme that we see in the trailer separately so you can see the uncanny resemblance for both. We can, however, assume that Gustavo Santaolalla will have some involvement in the score for Red Dead Redemption 2. Also, this won't be the first time he has produced music for the game before, since he did help produce the beautiful and memorable soundtrack for the game The Last of Us. Not only will Rockstar have to create an original masterpiece of a soundtrack, but also one that changes completely in response to the player's actions in certain situations, such as walking through a peaceful town to an old-fashioned shootout. Rockstar have always been able to perfect this and deliver a score for every situation in their games, which can be noticed in games like Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto 5. Unlike previous Rockstar game titles such as Max Payne 3, the Grand Theft Auto series, and LA Noire, Red Dead Redemption 2 will not have the feature of an in-game radio that can be changed whenever you want. With this feature being removed due to Rockstar wanting to fit to the time period of Red Dead Redemption 2, they will have to overcome this factor and think of other types of forms of delivering songs. Players could come across campfires in the old American West where they can hear fellow cowboys play acoustic guitars and sing, or when entering a saloon with a pianist singing. As we've seen in Red Dead Redemption, when the player reaches a certain point in the story, a song will play. For example, when John Marston first enters Mexico and begins riding his horse, the song Far Away by Jose Gonzalez will begin playing, which is a truly memorable moment in the whole game and allows the player to reflect on everything that's happened so far in the game and what's coming. If Rockstar are going to follow the same style, we can expect them to captivate a moment like this once again in Red Dead Redemption 2 for a certain part of the story. Personally, there are a few songs from the musical legend Johnny Cash that I think would make a moment in the story memorable, such as songs as Hurt or God's Gonna Cut You Down. To create the perfect score, Rockstar will have to reach out to musicians who play traditional instruments and use digital as well as analog recording techniques to achieve the old American West style. Overall, Rockstar Games will overcome all these challenges and produce a masterpiece of a soundtrack for Red Dead Redemption 2 that will captivate players and deliver an emotional experience through the score. I was inspired to produce today's video covering the perfect and dynamic score in Red Dead Redemption 2 from one of Rockstar's previous videos where they produced a video showing you behind the scenes of the Red Dead Redemption soundtrack. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link in the description below. It's definitely worth the watch. So guys, that's all I have to say for you today. I should keep you all informed of any new information which is worth mentioning in future videos. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section below what other factors do you think Rockstar will have to overcome when creating the score for Red Dead Redemption 2. And if you want to see more fresh content, hit that subscribe button, and guys, thanks for watching. I love your faces, and I'll see you in the next one.